Your body is a sacred thing. It knows how to process energy going into it, and it knows how to eliminate what is not needed. So it is time you get very, very much back in touch with your body as well as with your masculine, feminine. When the masculine and feminine energies inside of you are balanced, and when you are loving your body, which you do not do right now, when you are loving your body and balanced in the energies, you can't possibly have large amounts of extra weight. You cannot possibly be obese. Your body will not balance out of weight like it is right now. It will maintain a very appropriate amount of weight to your body height and your body structure.
So much of this control that has been put on your physical body in terms of a food that go into it is a cause for weight gain and weight retention. Your body is essentially either storing food because it is you are asking it to worry for you, or your body is simply, responding to all of your issues about weight. The controls that you put on your physical body are in large part what are causing the weight gain. And particularly once you get into all of these diets, it is making the situation even more complex. So,
the weight has been an issue for so many of you. It has been a protection, as you say. But now you can let that go. You can tell your body it does not need to protect anymore. You can release that now. There is still a fear with you, with others associated with this, for you think that if you let this go, that you will be so very vulnerable. And again, we know we resort to the simple tools, but they are effective. Breathe in. Breathe in your biology and your body. Feel it all the way down. Tell your body that it can release. There is such a memory that is built into all the cells and tissues that said, protect, protect, store, store. There may be difficult times ahead, so we have to store food and we have to protect ourselves. It is like an army that is going into battle, that is preparing, that is stocking up and building walls. That is what all of you have done. Tell yourself there is no war. Tell yourself you can release now. Breathe this in. Breathe it in and feel it. You will see it go. You will see it go. Your body wants to release this more than anything. And we know that shaumbra would like us to come out with a magic diet, but the magic is in breathing and in the moment. Your body, when it feels safe, your body will release. If it is not releasing the excess, if it is still storing and, protecting for you, go in and ask. Go in and ask what it is still holding on to, why it is holding on. It may tell you some interesting things. But the body knows how to regulate. This is trust. This is trust. It knows how to regulate itself if you let it. But when you are always thinking that there are going to be difficult times ahead, always thinking that life is harsh, always thinking that you are vulnerable to others, and it will do the best thing for you. It will store and protect. Open up and breathe in your divinity. This weight will be gone.
Tough love is being honest with yourself, not critical with yourself, but honest about the things that are keeping you from loving yourself. Your body, for instance. Oh, it's a terrible excuse, but a brilliant, terrible excuse for not loving yourself. Look at my body. And not at Cauldre. Look at your own body. He's got enough problems. Look at your body. When you say, whether it's aging, you don't like something about it, or it's overweight, or it's aching and pain and everything else. It's a way to not love yourself anymore. It's a way to distract from loving yourself. But if my body was, take a look at anything that's keeping you from loving yourself. Anything. And if it's appropriate, release it. Clear it. It's tough love because you're going to be faced with some challenging decisions and you're going to want to make compromises. Don't compromise it. Either stay with what you have and just accept it, or make that choice to move to the next strata, to the next level. The other thing, and I mean, I'm going to kind of joke about it, but I mean it very seriously. It's very important right now to reduce the level of pain is to really poop well. We don't see me laughing. Smiling maybe. But no, I'm serious. And this is a subject, and I hope we can talk as fellow, and this is not meant to be a humorous discussion, but we have Linda over here. Many shaumbra are constipated in a lot of ways, energetically. And it's that tightness that's within the system. I assure all shaumbra watching this that if you see so much stuck energy is in your gut and then in the bowels. The SES virus is there. There's also a lot of old stuck pain energy in there. It doesn't necessarily have to go to your shoulders, but it accumulates in the gut. So the ability to have regular, good, healthy movements, stop smiling, Linda, is important. And if you don't, walk, because walking helps. And now the problem is carry toilet paper with you because you might have to go while you're walking, but that's another issue. But that is truly a letting go. And as funny as it may be, it is one of the best things shaumbra can actually do for themselves right now. It's have a daily cleansing of the system. It's the best way to let go of things. If
daily cleansing and something they're eating differently, maybe more fiber.
Eating different could be more fiber. Caldra is asking, what about a good enema? If whatever turns you on, he's never had one, so he doesn't know. But no, it's so important. And humans, they close down about this issue. But you've got this wonderful mechanism for clearing out the system. And it's one of the greatest assets that, get it? Assets. That you'll have in reducing what I would call the realization pain. And I'm not talking here about every human, although it's good for them also, but it's the greatest tool you have. Your tool is your stool. This will have such an effect on the release of pain, because you're not just releasing, the extra food stuff that you don't need. You're releasing emotions. You're releasing pain. And I know so many shaumbra have had poop dreams. And no, you have. And you wonder, you wake up in the morning and wonder, did you do something there in the bed last night? Or why are you having shitty dreams? And it's because it's trying to tell you that it's time to really let go. But what foods would be good for this?
High fiber foods.
High fiber like?
Yeah. Apples. I don't know.
Apples. Yeah.
Vegetables of any type, roughage usually.
Right. Don't listen to what they tell you in a magazine or on the internet. Listen to yourself. Test it with yourself and be aware of what your body resonates with it, and it's going to change day to day. Be aware of how your body receives it, and then be aware of how your body releases it. There's a beauty in the human system, even though it's changing right now, but the natural beauty in it is that as you eat something and it nourishes you, it gives you life force energy, and then it goes into your gut and eventually is released. And it has a natural way of kind of sucking other toxins out of your system, emotional toxins. So as it goes through, it's doing a full cleaning if you let it. Calder's having to give me this. You get a colonoscopy. And
you have to clean out.
You have to clean out.
Yeah.
And you feel so clean. You feel so clean. And you're thinking better. You've not only cleaned out for the operation,
but you've cleaned out so many old emotions. It's probably the best way and the fastest, cheapest, and most effective way of getting rid of old energy that's causing pain. So it's the new poop program.
Yes, poop to me.
I just want to say I had a little song that I sang when I went through the villages, and the song was like this. I poop in the moonlight, I poop in the rain, I poop to get rid of all the physical pain. The role of water, which Earth is comprised of a lot of it, the role of water is to maintain energy balance between everything, between this planet and the other planets, between this planet and the other realms, between physical, non-physical, between the air and the land. So the water is kind of like what you call the middle zone, the neutral zone that constantly maintains that balance. And that's why when the first angelic beings started coming to the planet, they took on the aqueous forms, the water life forms, because it's easier on the body than being here on the land. We often say, if your body's in pain, just go into the water, whether it's a bath or whether it's the ocean. It doesn't really matter. Just be in the water. It's very balancing.
Basically, water is a element that you created to help stabilize a angelic or divine energy as it came to Earth. It is an essential part of not only your body, but it is an essential part of holding you here on Earth. If there's anything you should ever be upset with for keeping you here, it should be water. For it is truly the single most important element of holding you here on Earth. Water is also the greatest transmuter of energy outside of yourself. It has the incredible ability to cleanse and to purify and to change the wavelength nature of any energy. As you drink a lot of water, it helps flush the body out. Most of you are very dehydrated. Now you say, but I'm not thirsty. There's a difference between thirst and dehydration. With the very intense energy we're working in right now, there's a tendency to get dehydrated because you're going to need about 4 times the amount of water as a normal person does. Not that you're not normal, but this work in consciousness dehydrates, but your thirst doesn't always let you know. There are 2 different ways of processing information. Drink a lot of water. It tends to clear things out.
I didn't spend as much time in the water, but I loved it when I did. And water is kind of a reminder of your early lifetimes on this planet, before the cellular structure got so kind of rigid. And what happens is when you're in the water, you're also kind of floating. There's not this gravitational force like there is when you're just walking on land, and it literally loosens up the tightness of the cells and the tissues in the body. So when you're in the water, you could have had a tough day, but you get in the water and the energies, the cells and other parts just loosen up, and the pain starts to go away.